So this would be part 16 of the sampler interface Loopstation tutorial. It's kind of just a supplementary short one. I am going to introduce one more controller, and that would be our foot pedal that we spliced in the little supplementary video that I accompanied earlier. Now, basically, the foot pedal is just going to act just like one of these tactile switches. It's going to do the same way. It's just going to connect pulled high and then connect ground to one of the digital pins. And it looks like here in all this mess, if we can kind of wade through it, that row 8 is open, which is connected to digital 5. So we have digital 5 free. So we're going to hook one end of our, if we can just dig through this mess of wires and such, one end of our foot pedal. And I don't have a panned out shot, but you can just trust that that orange wire there that I'm putting in to row 8, which is digital 5, is going to be my one end of my foot pedal. If I can get it in there. I've tinned these wires, but they might be a little thick. Might have to use a little bit of a pliers or something like that. Try to get those in there. Probably should have left a few more empty rows. Really need something to push that in there. All right. Hopefully that's in there now. Hopefully I got that seated well. And then the other wire will simply go to ground. And that should be a little bit easier. Stick it into the ground rail somewhere. That's one side of our switch into ground. And the other side of our switch into digital 5. Okay? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's well seated in there, but we'll give it a shot. Now let's open up our Arduino thing. So this is, even though it's labeled 16, it's the leftover from 15, same one. And we'll just actually now, remember we made that fancy multi-button, multi-switch code. So we can just change the number of buttons now to 4. And we remember we need to update these numbers because now there's 4 buttons in that array, and there's 4 button gates in that array as well. Okay, but everything else should be fine, because it starts at 2, and then if there's 4 buttons, it'll be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that naturally goes to 5. Now, of course, if we use a different digital pin, we'd either have to change our code altogether or move all the capacitive sensors over. So just keep that in mind if you want to have things in order. Or start these later, start pin later and then use a later bank of buttons. Okay, so let's plug our Arduino in and see if it prints. We'll just check the print monitor first to see if that prints. Okay, upload that to our Arduino. And check the serial monitor. And there it is, 3, 1. Yes, very nice. So button 0, button 1, button 2, and our foot pedal, button 3, which now I can actually have these long wires that I spliced into it. I can actually put down onto my foot, which is great. Okay, now let's adjust close that, we'll save that, and let's adjust our processing code then as well. And we'll have a button 3 here, BT3, so we'll copy BT2, and we'll pop that over here. And we'll have a BT3. So if you didn't catch where we were, we're in draw, in the very beginning of draw, in our large sort of ever-growing serial bit, serial on, serial available, blah blah blah, and then we have all our individual headers that are coming in, BT1, BT2, and now we have a BT3. BT 0, 1, 2, and now 3. Now, we're having everything record and the 3 capacitive switches play. I suppose we can just toggle record on and off for track 4. And maybe we'll use this for some special use later on when we do some enhancements to our code here. But for now, let's just simply make it do toggle record on off for track 4 or, the 30th track. So BT3, I have to update that. Rectogs for track 3 are the 4th track. Rectogs for track 3. Rectogs 3. And then we're going to rec on for 3 and rec off for 3. Okay. So save that and run it. And I'm going to use my foot pedal now. And that's turning record on for track 4. Very good. How exciting. Okay. Well, like I said, it was just a quick supplementary one to add another switch and get our foot pedal working. So I hope you enjoyed that and good luck with that.